Why should you believe in creation and not evolution? I mean, scientifically speaking. Haven't we proven that evolution is a fact? According to evolutionary ideas, organisms have evolved from a common ancestor over millions of years. As environments have changed, organisms have adapted and changed with them. So why do we find so many living creatures that look remarkably similar to creatures we find in the fossil record? You see, fully formed creatures from nearly every family group appear throughout the fossil record without any transitional forms or ancestors. And these creatures look just like their modern counterparts. Dragonflies look just like dragonflies. Crabs look just like crabs. And parrots look just like parrots. Now, if evolution were true, we could expect a few body plans to be so successful that they've managed to thrive for untold millions of years. But we wouldn't expect representatives from nearly every family group to have survived radically changing environments and supposed mass extinctions without changing. Here are two examples of these living fossils. In 1938, off the coast of South Africa, a fisherman hauled a strange-looking fish onto his boat. He didn't think much of it at the time, but scientists who found it later were astounded. You see, this fish was a coelacanth, and it was supposed to be extinct 66 million years ago. But it was alive and well, living deep in the ocean. And years later, another population of coelacanths were found in Indonesia. The fish were even being sold as food in markets. Now, scientists were shocked that this fish was still alive and virtually unchanged from its fossil ancestors. For evolutionists, these finds are rather shocking because they represent supposed millions of years of stasis despite a vastly changing environment. Why hasn't evolution affected them and the thousands of other creatures in the fossil record that look just like the creatures alive today? If we were to interpret this data, we might say that these creatures were formed fully functioning, but many were buried beneath miles of sediment in a vast catastrophe, sometimes bringing extinction or near extinction. But where does that fit in history? Well, the biblical history is perfectly reasonable when you consider that these creatures didn't evolve. They were specially created by God, and many became buried as fossils during the global deluge during the generation of Noah a few thousand years ago. You know, that's just one more scientific reason that you shouldn't believe in millions of years of evolution. It takes a lot of faith. I'm David Rives. Truly, the heavens declare the glory of God. There's a neat little button that lets you subscribe to our YouTube channel, where every week we bring you scientific information concerning the Bible and scientific discoveries. We want to inspire you and educate you as you realize that everything around you is proclaiming God's glory. I'm David Rives. We'll see you next week. Truly, the heavens declare the glory of God.